Hi, welcome to the Cafe Bean Counter Knits episode, I think 13. I didn't write notes. This is all kind of spur of the moment, so I apologize. But I just had a chance to sit down and record. I usually record on Sundays, but this past Sunday I had a headache, so I did not record. But it's Tuesday, May 9th, and I have a lot to share with you guys. I hope you are having a nice cold beverage or warm beverage, depending on where you are. I'm having an iced coffee from this company called Ebb and Flow. It's like a local joint here in the West Valley of Phoenix. But my name is Jessica, and I live in Phoenix, Arizona with my husband, and no longer my brother. Yay! I loved having him here, but we helped move him out today, so that's kind of why I had a little bit of extra time. So I guess you can find me on Instagram as Cafe Bean Counter Knits and on Ravelry as Cafe Bean Knits. So let's get started, guys. All right. So I have been knitting, but I feel like I don't have a lot of knitting. I have one finished object, and I have a couple half-finished objects, and I guess I will get started with the first finished object. And this is the date. It's the kitchen sink shop. It's the date dishcloth. I can't remember what it's called. The cookie date or the date? The pattern is slipping my mind, but it was the May dishcloth of the month. And I'm using the Universal Yarns, and it's in the Lagoon colorway. And I have some left still, so I'll use that probably next month, or I'll make another dishcloth. I was going along and knitting this dishcloth, and there was a knot in the yarn. And I was so bummed, but you can't tell. Everything looks great. You can't tell where I changed yarns. Only I know. But yeah. One finished object. I do have two. I think I have two half finished objects. Yes, two. So the first one was a test knit from Leah Loves to Knit. And I think I showed this last time on my podcast. This is the Daisy Chain Sock, using Knit Picks Patina and Ash. And I think this pattern is coming out in a couple of weeks, maybe, I think she said. But yeah, this is such an interesting pattern. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. So we were only required to knit one. I knit one, and I plan on making a mate for it. I just got cast-on-itis, I guess. So that's my first half-finished object. My second half-finished object is, and I don't think I showed this as a whip. Nope, because today's the 9th, and I hadn't podcasted since then. So for May, for the Desert Vista Dye Works, I'm doing Alaska Thunder Zombody, and here's the color. And here's the first one. Now I'm doing the Slipping Sideways Sock by Lolo Did It pattern. Look at this. So this is a 1x1 rib, and look at this. Look at the beautiful pattern. It's even on the toe. That was so much fun, and it's on the heel flap. So this, speaking of heel flap, this was you did the heel flap with the design on it. You can see it slipping sideways. But this was a Dutch heel flap. Or a heel turn, I'm sorry. I've never done that before. And that was really interesting, and I kind of liked it, but I feel like it didn't give me, I feel like I needed more room in the gusset area, so I might kind of play around with that a little bit, but all in all, the sock fits great. And look at the beautiful colors. Yay! All right. That's my other half finished object, and I guess I'll move into whips, and I'll start with this one because I'm talking about it already. I got a cuff, and I got 2 repeats of the pattern done. That's it. That's all. And I have this in a Daisy Girl and Company bag. I love those. I like switching up my bags. I'll use a different bag like all the time. Like I'll just pull them out, put them back in, reuse them, be like, I'm going to use this one this time. So that's my Desert Vista Dye Works. They'll be done by the end of the month. Just, you know, working through them. Okay. Actually, I lied. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry. I forgot. I have another half-finished object. I was thinking I had 3, but then I couldn't figure out what was the third one until I opened up this bag. Coffee bag. Midwest Stitches. My Avocado Socks. This is the Avocado colorway from Yarnable. I have a little coffee pot right there. Oh, how cute is that? I love those. From Twin Mountain Handcrafts. So this one I did 64 stitches. This is a 3x1 rib. I did a slip stitch heel flap and gusset. And I just did plain stacking it on the foot, and on the top it's a 3x1. Very, very, very pretty. Making these for my friend Elizabeth as part of her little Christmas gift. And I have the second one in progress. I finished these, I think, when we were in Utah. Can't quite remember. I know I finished these when we were in Utah. So maybe I finished them before we left for Utah. I can't remember. But yeah, here we go. Second one. I am at the heel. Ready to start the heel. I made a goal for myself yesterday. Get to the heel. And I did. So, that's my second work in progress. Let me see. Nope, nothing in that bag. My third work in progress. It's got a little bit of work. I didn't place a marker, but here is my muscle Burrow hat. It's getting bigger. When we went to the Great Basin Fiber Festival, I was like working on multiple different projects. I was working on the daisy socks. I was working on the avocado socks. And I was also working on this hat. And I would just switch it up. Every now and then when I wanted just something plain vanilla knitting, I would just work on the hat. But look at this color. How beautiful. This is Sundial Designs. And there's no colorway. It just says Simply Sock. Sundial Designs yarn, Simply Sock. 7525, 437 yards. And it's in another Daisy Girl Company coffee bag. With the yarn cozy. So that'll get done when it gets done. I have no plans to finish anytime soon. I'm just going to work on it when I need vanilla knitting that's not socks. Alright. Next up is in this bag from Front Range Bags. I got it at the festival in Santa Fe. This is my... Oh, and I have a picture because I printed the pattern because I was using a lot of my phone battery on Knit Companion, and I decided that I needed to print the pattern. And let me find it really quick. I don't want to lose where I'm at in place. So here's the Stillness Shawl. I am on this section right here. This middle section right here. And take a gander. Look at that. Yep, working through these colors. I believe this one is Mermaid Lagoon. This one is, I think this one is Sweetwater Taffy. I don't know. I'm going to mess these up again. I'll get the tags the next time when I make these. That's in a box over there. Oh, this is Mermint. Yes, this is Mermint. This is Saltwater Taffy. And this one is Mermaid Lagoon. Yeah, the cakes are a little wonky. This one I caked up pretty good. Look at that. Yeah, that one's really nice. But yeah, I just like slowly plugging along on it. I think I'm on Clue 2, row 121. So I'm just plugging along. This section, you know, requires a little bit more attention, and then it switches back, I think, to this, where you switch in between different colors. So that'll be fun. No goal on this. I just want to finish it before the end of the year. That's it. So when I'm tired of working on socks, I just pull this out and work on it, and it's great. All right, have a drink of coffee. Let's see. My next whip is in a bag from Stitching Plaza. It's coffee. And this one I had originally caked up to do the Lolo Did It Weekend Sock Challenge. And I thought, let me see if I can knit a full pair of DK socks in one weekend. However, I ended up getting picked for the test knit, so I wanted to get started on that. So I just decided not to. But I already had caked up the yarn. And the yarn is from Desert Panda. And it's My Favorite Leggings, and it's a sturdy DK 7525, 245 yards, and it comes with a 20-gram mini. This is the yarn. Look how beautiful this is. Oh, it's so good. Kind of came apart there, but look at that. So good. And the mini, beautiful purple. Screen it's showing pink, but maybe it'll come across to you as purple. It's purple to me. And here's my progress. So I cast these on a couple days ago, maybe, or something. I decided, I was like, I want to cast on a DK pair of socks. And so I did. Uh-oh. Got the yarn stuck around my foot. Here we go. And this one is ready for the heel. I was working on these yesterday, and I was like, I'm going to get them to the heel. Then I can work on the heel. But look how beautiful that is. So good. Alright, I believe that is all of my whips. I do have 2 future cast-ons that I want to talk to you guys about. Actually, you know what? Take that back. I'm going to show you guys my Cozy Knitter. No. Cozy Memories blanket. I believe I was like somewhere around here, and I did all these squares down here. These, I think maybe this one, these two, and this one. These are all the ones from my friend Veronica. They go from, I think, oh wait, all the way here to all the way here. And I'm halfway done with hers. That's exciting. The bottom row is just yarn that I'm knitting with. And I've been doing the ends in the middle. I just have ends at the top and the bottom for now. So yeah, I'm still doing 5 squares a month. That's my goal. And I'm very much enjoying that. I'll pick a couple Sundays and just do a couple squares and call it a day. Okay, let's get back to future cast-ons. I won't try to get too distracted today. So, I got the pattern from Helen Stewart to do her, it was like the Sock Society thing, and I got 6 patterns, each get released once per month, between now and I think October, something like that. And the first one is called the Shadow Box Socks, and I think I am going to use this yarn. Look how good this is. This is Arcane Fiberworks in the Why So Serious colorway. If you haven't tried Arcane Fiberworks, you have to. The guy that dyes it up, his name is Tyler, and it's, you just look at the inspiration picture and you look at the yarn and it's a perfect match. I can't believe it's so good. He's so good, and I can't wait to knit this up. So this is in this bag from Stitching Plaza. So I have two cakes of yarn in here with the needles ready to go because I am ready to cast these on. I mean, and I already have 1, 2, 3, 4, possibly 5 sock whips. I don't care. Let's just go crazy. Let's just knit all the socks. Let's knit everything. All right. The next one, and this one, I fought the cake and the cake won. For real. But look how beautiful this is. So this was like caked 4 times. I had so many problems with this. I don't know what was on me. I don't know what was wrong with the cake. I don't know what was going on, period. But this is Breaking Yarn in the colorway Crystal Meth. I am going to make these socks called One More Step by Earth Tone Girls. They are beautiful shorty pair, and I had this tonal semi-solid in my stash, and I was like, you know what? I want to make those socks, and I want to use this yarn, and it's going to look so beautiful. So those are 2 future cast-ons. You may see them cast on in the next week or so if you follow me on Instagram, because I am itching to get those cast on. Another coffee break. Like, I need more. I mean, I feel like I'm just like, ooh. Okay, next I'm going to show a bunch of acquisitions. So if that's not your jam, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Okay, so I'm going to show all the yarn. Actually, I'm going to show, first off, I'm going to show the yarn that I got in the mail, which was the Mandys Makings. This is the coffee shop. I'm not sure if I showed this one, but this one is New Holland Coffee. This one was April's, which shipped at the end of April. I'm not sure if I showed that last month or not. Okay. These ones just came in the mail last week, and this one's called Groovy Garden. Look how pretty that is. This is the Freckled Whimsy. This is the 8-stripe repeat. This is on her Serendipity DK base. Groovy Garden. It reminds me of like carrots and vegetables. Very vegetable-y. Okay, next up is Freckled Whimsy. Again, it's the fingering weight. This one is called Ditto. It's on her 75-25 Serendipity base. And this is a 6-stripe repeat, and it's called Ditto. And this one is so beautiful. Like, I just want to cast it on right now. I think every time I get her yarn, I just want to cake it up and just cast it on. Just go crazy. Alright, next up is, pulling it out from my thing over here, is I'm participating in the Desert Vista Dye Works monthly sock club, and so I decided we get a coupon for completing 3 months worth of socks, so I decided to buy some more yarn so I can continue to participate. This one is on her Viso base, which is a 75-25, and this one is called Zombie Frap. It's very beautiful. This one is also on her Viso base, 75-25, and this one's called Rainbow Caterpillar. So pretty. All right, and this one is called, same base, Viso, 75-25. This one's called Donuts. Are you guys picking up a theme here? I bet you are. But you can't figure it out. This one's also Viso, 75-25, and this one is called Cherry Blossom Watercolor. I didn't realize this until after I got it, that it's a lot of pink. I like pink. I was attracted to pink. So those are the things that came in the mail. Let's talk about what I bought at the Great Basin Fiber Festival. So the very first thing that I ended up buying was Sinful Yarns. Oops, let's see. There we go. Sinful Yarns. She had this colorway called, oh wait, here, there you go. There we go. This one called Galaxy. And this is 85-15. And look how beautiful that is. Now, this is not something I would ever probably buy, but I was like, ooh, this is really pretty. And it was a one-of-a-kind. Just for the yarn show. So I was like, that's good marketing. Good marketing on your part. Excuse me. Sinful Yarns, that's the first one. And then we stopped over at the Yarnation booth, and they had this yarn and bag combo that were dyed. This was dyed based on this bag. This bag is from the Knitted Soiree. It's got cute dinosaurs. It's beautiful inside. It's got the ring with stitch markers. I love a drawstring bag. And the yarn is incredible. Look at that. This is 85-15, 437 yards. Sock set. It's so soft. I just want to cast this one on too. And this was their special colorway called Great Basin Spring. Yep, Yarnation fibers. So pretty. So, I got the yarn in the bag. Next up, we were going around and there was a booth called Which Fire Fibers. And the girl's name was Jessica. She was an 80s baby and her birthday was in October, just like mine. It was crazy. I was like, this is meant to be. And she was having a pre-order, and she did have a couple of the pre-order items at the festival. This one's called Lilac Dreams. This is on her 80-20 2-ply, 400 yards. But look at that. She had a swatch there, and I was just like, I gotta have this before the pre-order. So I got this. Check them out. Highly recommend. The owner is super sweet. Super sweet. And she's the same name as me, Jessica. So it was awesome. Okay, next shop we shopped at was Yarn Nouveau. And I got the Bliss sock base, 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere, 10% nylon, 400 yards in the colorway Sapphire. Look at that. Look at that blue. Look at the deepness, the depth. This is going to be another nice tonal sock pattern, probably, more than likely. Sorry, I got something in my eye. Allergies. So, that was all. No, one last thing. I'm sorry. One last thing. There was a booth called Tetan Yarn Company. And I think she's out of Idaho. But she had all kinds of beautiful colors. And I asked my husband, I said, pick out a color and I'll make you a hat. And this one's worsted weight. This is 100% superwash, 231 yards. US 4 to 6, and I usually knit my hats on 6s. 4's for the ribbing, and 6 for the main part of the hat. She had such beautiful yarns there and sock patterns, and it was wonderful. I enjoyed talking to her. Okay, that's it from the Yarn Festival. I didn't do too bad. Next up is my friend Veronica, who lives up in that area, Salt Lake City area. She and I decided we were going to do the Mandys Making Share a Pair. This was the Tea Time Share a Pair sock set, so we exchanged yarn. Well, I paid her, she gave me yarn. But we're going to make the teacups socks. I'm going to make the teacup socks out of the Share a Pair. I'm excited. This is my first Share a Pair. And I'm very excited to try this out. So, I acquired this yarn at the festival, but not from the festival. Also, she and I were talking, and we were talking about some different socks. And she was making, we were talking about Lion Brand sockies. And I said, I might want to try that sometime. So she picked this up. And these are just my colors. She knew that. Of course, it's got pink, it's got purple, it's got blue. And this one is 75% wool, 25% nylon, and it's super fine yarn. Let's see. The color number is 207 BN Bramble. Yeah, and it's from Lion Brand. And I'm excited to try this. Why not? I don't mind a little bit of a rustic. It does have a little more rustic feeling, but I'll give it a shot. It's beautiful, and I can't wait to test it out and see how it knits up. Okay, last but not least, I ended up going up to Needlepoint Joint, which is in Ogden, and I got a couple things from there. Not a lot, just a couple. I got the a Zapper Ball. And let's see, this is 75% wool, 25% polyamide, 75% virgin wool, 25% polyamide, and it's 100 grams. There's no color number on here. It's watermelon. It looks like a watermelon from the picture. It's got pink and white, and then it's got green for like the heel. So this is what it looks like. And I'm like, I like this, and I'm gonna buy it. So I'm gonna test this out and see. Yeah. And then I also picked up Lang Yarn's Super Sock. I have another one of these. It's blue for my husband, but this one looked really cool, and I thought, look at the picture of the sock there. And this is 75% virgin wool, 25% polyamide, and it's really pretty. And this is a 4-ply, and color PTIE. Yep. So, and it says, I think there's a number 2194. But yeah, I'm going to test out this one too. Lastly, I picked up Earth Yarns. And I got, it's their DK weight 100% cotton, and it's 275 yards, and I thought this would make some beautiful dishcloths. It's not worsted weight, but I could use a smaller needle and it would be perfectly fine. It's beautiful. It's 100% cotton, if I didn't say that already. Yep. Its color is 1089. Super pretty. They had a shawl pattern and I was like, oh no, I want to use this for this, and my brain didn't think I should have just got the shawl pattern. I could have used it with that yarn or with another yarn or anything else, so oh well. So I think that's all I have to share today. I have a couple more whips that are way up there that I've been working on, which is my cardigan and my cozy comfort throw. Those will come back out when it starts to cool down. It's pretty warm. I think today's high is like 90 and tomorrow's I think 81. So it's not bad. But if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!